Okay, so earlier, I've been having y'all do point slope form for all these problems. I'm going to show you an easy way on how to do it tomorrow on the quiz so that you don't have to use the point slope form anymore. So like, for example, this problem that says we need the equation of the line that is parallel, that means same slope, to this equation, which needs to be solved for y, and passes through this point. So remember, we've been doing point slope form for those type of problems. We don't have to do it for this one because they gave us answer choices. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate some. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve this one for y, find the same slope, and then use that to eliminate some answers. So the first thing we're going to do is solve for y. Remember, this is going to be on the quiz tomorrow. We're going to move the 3x over, change the sign, and then divide by that number, which is a negative 1. So negative 1, divide everything by negative 1. The signs change. So now I have y equals. When you divide this, that gives you a negative 6. And when you divide this, that gives you a positive 3x. So the slope that I'm looking for is 3, a positive 3. And I need parallel, so that means the same slope. So look at my answer choices. Look at the slopes on these answers. I can eliminate 2 of them, right? So I can eliminate this one, and I can eliminate this one. So what do you think you're going to do with these 2? You put them in the calculator, and you go see which one goes through this point. If it doesn't go through that point, that's not the answer. So it's easier than using point slope form. So let's put this one in first, y equals 3x plus 11. And let's look for negative 3 and make sure that it gives us 2. Y equals 3x plus 11. Trace. When you put negative 3, enter, does it give you 2? That's the answer. Okay? The other one doesn't. So let's say we would have tried the other one first. That was 3x minus 11. Y equals 3x minus 11. Oops. Trace. And then you do negative 3, enter. It does not give you 2. So that's not the answer. So see how easy we can find the answer without having to do all the work. This one's not it. This one's it. And that's how I expect you to do it tomorrow. Okay? But for today, we're going to continue on problem 9, 10, and 11. We're going to continue working those point slope forms. So on here on the calendar, we're going to go to today's worksheet. And we're supposed to be doing problem 9, 10, and 11. Okay, and those are giving you have to solve for y first. So solve this one for y. Find the slope that is parallel. And then use the point slope form to make it go through 6 and 1. Okay, let's go to the last ones. I'm going to show you how to do 16, 17, 18, and 19. But with that, I have to show you the notes. So here we go. And if you need to write these down, you can. If not, we'll just go back and forth on them. So if it says that it's parallel to the x-axis, this is the x-axis right here. So all these orange lines are parallel to them. And look at how they're written. Look at the equations. Okay? Because those have a slope of 0. Okay? If it's parallel to the x-axis, it has a slope of 0. So look at those questions. Look at questions 16, 17, 18, 19. Which one is talking about parallel to the x-axis? So what is the answer? 0, because I just told you. Problem number 16 says, what is the slope of any line parallel to the x-axis? We just talked about it. The slope is 0, and those are y-equal lines. Okay? Write that down because you're going to need it for the other problems. Problem 17. What is the slope of any line parallel to the y-axis? Well, let's look at our notes. These lines are all parallel to the y-axis. This is the y-axis. All the orange lines are parallel to that. What type of slope are those lines? Undefined. So let's write that down. M is undefined. Those are undefined slopes, and those are x-equal lines. Okay? Undefined slope are x-equal lines. So let's write that down for problem number 17. M equals undefined. And they are x-equal lines. The equations will be x equals. Okay? 18 and 19. Let's go to the next slide. So here we go. This one right here says that it's perpendicular to the x-axis. This red line right here is the x-axis. And this black line right here is my equation that is perpendicular because it forms a right angle right here. It's perpendicular to the x-axis. So what type of slope is this one? It's undefined. So let's write that down. M is undefined. And it's x-equal lines. And we're talking about perpendicular to the x-axis. So that would be number 19. Slope of the line perpendicular to the x-axis. The M is undefined. And those are x-equal lines. Those are the equations. And then the last one, number 18. Okay, perpendicular to the y-axis. So this is the y-axis right here. And perpendicular to it is this line. What slope is that? 0. M equals 0. And it's a y-equal line. M is equal to 0. And it's y-equal lines. So I'm only going to do one with you. I'm going to do number 12. It says, I need an equation that is containing this point and is parallel to the x-axis. So let's look at our notes right here. Parallel to the x-axis, my slope is 0. So let's write that down. M is going to be 0. Okay? And it's going to be a y-equal equation. So I'm going to put y equals 0x, right? And then whatever the y is. So what is the y on this point? 4 plus 4. What happens to the 0x? It goes away. So really it's just y equals 4. And you can put this in y equals trace and make sure that it goes through this point, which it does. Okay? So again, if they are y-equal lines, your equation would be y equals. If it's x-equal lines, like the ones that I put right here, make sure that your equation starts with x equals. So go ahead and finish the rest of this page and get ready for tomorrow's quiz. Remember, grades go in this weekend for your report cards.